20th Century Boys, Volume 2. This is volume 2 of the series, and now the series makes some really big changes. The plot is still on the 1997, at least on volume 3, like around the first half of the book. What we have here and what I really like is we start right at the end of last volume. We have, Kenji having to take a decision, save the earth, on that, and Urasawa knowing that he has the space to tell a story as long as he wants. He wastes, in a way, some chapters on describing just like one thing. For example, the mental collapse of Kenji. I'm sure on the big scope, on the grand scale of things, it could have been, shorter. But at the time you're reading, it's just really enjoyable. All this stuff, like for example, Kenji picking up his guitar because he's really stressed, trying to think. Some reference to the Get Back concert of the Beatles, and sure, all these moments are what makes you get to know the characters really well, and also makes it entertaining, because the plot again is really stupid and not such a great thing, I suppose, like philosophical or whatever. It's not really that complicated, but Urasawa is really good at making it complicated but entertaining at the same time. Okay, so here we start this arc, and when Kenji has to make a decision, he encounters this poster of a concert, a friend concert, so he decides to go there and confront friend, and he meets friend, and I don't know what is discovered on these pages, but this arc is basically like Kenji trying to stop friend, discover who friend is. There's like a meeting of the class when they were young. There we meet a lot of new characters. For example, this one, Fukube, and he was, he was not part of the team, but he was another of the kids. Because there were a lot of kids and they all knew each other, but the main group was the one who had this secret base. Also, we have this teacher, and he talks about these bent spoons. There's another mystery there, who did that, and the teacher discovers that who did it at this meeting, but just him. So more mysteries. Also, we get introduced to this kid that nobody remembers, called Sadakiyo, who always uses a mask, and a friend also uses a mask. We got some airport um, getting destroyed. This cult trying to get Kana, baby Kana. A lot of small characters. For example, this chick who works at the liquor store and the shop, and also this other guy are characters that are not really important to the again grand scale of the series, but at the time you're reading it, they sure bring a lot of entertainment and make it feel less empty, than the world building. So again, we have this arc, and then the story jumps, for like a year to 2000, and we get introduced to this character on the cover on Thailand, and he's called Shogun. And here we have a long arc, getting to know this character Shogun, new characters on Thailand, his past, and at some point this will have to, connect with the main story. But at first, it really doesn't. It has the story. This arc has its own mysteries. And they are solved, and it opens other ones for the main series, and then at some point we get back the main series. We discover what happened to this. We have a meeting, to design a robot, a whole chapter episode dedicated just to this conversation about how to design a robot, a robot, a robot, and we have some mysteries, ball, this ball, for example, all that. Sure. So again, we have like two main long arcs. We have this arc of Shogun again, and the arc, Shogun's arc, is really an example of what makes great this manga. Urasawa isn't afraid of going really far away from the main plot for a lot of a big while, and trusting you to be patient and wait for it to connect. But I think this ends up being good, or done in a good way, because it feels like the series is starting again. He starts a mystery and new characters that doesn't depend on you knowing what happened before. So you can jump right in just at that point of the story. And it's like you're reading another series, so it helps and you to not feel like a fatigue from the series. At least to me, that kind of feeling, and that helps, the series to get this long, because he is like he's, just shoving in like a lot of mini series in there. I'm enjoying that kind of storytelling, more like fragmented. And again, if you are wondering what happened to this professor and his family that disappeared on the first chapter of the first volume, you will get to know what happened to them on this one. You'll get new mysteries, and yeah, that's it. I still recommend this series. It's a really good one, and it really feels like it, it's getting close to an end, because at the end of this volume we have friend telling Kenji like you have to reunite the nine guys to fight me. It's weird, like how much time can this take to Kenji to gather the nine who are these nine people, whatever. That's, I guess, will be solved on the next book. So 20th Century Boys, Volume 2, recommended. Read one first, of course. The series, really great.